Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Nicole LaPera, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. For many years, I've worked alongside patients who struggle with blood sugar control, fatigue, weight gain, and chronic inflammation. And one question I get asked time and time again is this: what's the best thing to drink in the morning if I have diabetes? That's exactly what I want to help you with today. The truth is, your very first drink of the day has more power than you think. It sets the tone for how your body manages glucose, how steady your energy feels, and even how your mood holds up. And if you're living with diabetes or pre-diabetes, making the right choice in the morning can actually help prevent blood sugar spikes, support insulin sensitivity, and boost your metabolism for the entire day. But not all drinks are created equal. Some may seem healthy but silently sabotage your efforts. Others, when chosen and used correctly, become powerful allies in your healing journey. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 of the most effective, science-backed morning drinks that support diabetic health. These drinks are simple, they're affordable, and they work. So grab a seat, maybe a notepad, and let's begin this journey together. Because your health deserves thoughtful choices starting with your very first sip of the day. 1. Lemon water. Let me start with one of the simplest yet most underrated drinks: warm water with lemon. This combination is far more than just refreshing. For those of us managing blood sugar, it's a gentle and natural way to support glucose stability from the moment we wake up. Lemon is rich in vitamin C, one of the body's most powerful antioxidants. Now, why is this important? Because oxidative stress is something that silently wreaks havoc on people with diabetes. It damages cells, disrupts nerves, and inflames blood vessels. But vitamin C steps in like a protective shield. It neutralizes those harmful free radicals, reduces inflammation, and, most importantly, helps your insulin work more effectively. When insulin is more efficient, your body uses glucose better, and your blood sugar stays more balanced. And it doesn't stop there. Lemon contains flavonoids, plant compounds with proven anti-inflammatory effects. These flavonoids not only calm internal inflammation, but also help improve insulin sensitivity. That means your cells are better able to absorb and use glucose, rather than letting it build up in your bloodstream. One of my favorite aspects of lemon water is its effect on digestion. Even though it tastes acidic, lemon actually creates an alkalizing effect in the body once metabolized. It helps support your liver, promotes bile flow, and slows down how quickly carbohydrates are broken down. Why is that important? Because it delays glucose absorption, which helps prevent the sharp spikes in blood sugar that many diabetics experience after meals. There's even research showing that drinking lemon water before a carb-heavy meal can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by as much as 24%, and delay peak glucose levels by about 20 minutes. That's a huge benefit with such a simple drink. But let me be honest with you. There's a small catch. The acidity in lemon can erode your tooth enamel over time. That's why I always recommend drinking lemon water through a straw and rinsing your mouth with plain water afterwards. Also, don't brush your teeth right after. You'll want to wait at least 30 minutes to avoid damaging softened enamel. Start with half a lemon squeezed into a warm glass of water each morning. It's gentle, energizing, and helps set a stable tone for your blood sugar all day long. And now that we've started with something soothing and detoxifying, let's look at something a bit more energizing, but equally powerful. 2. Black coffee. Now let's talk about a drink that many of you already love: black coffee. As a doctor who studied metabolic health for years, I can tell you this: when consumed correctly, black coffee is not just a morning ritual. It's a therapeutic ally in your fight against unstable blood sugar. You see, black coffee contains something called chlorogenic acid. This compound helps slow the release of glucose from the liver into your bloodstream. That means you get a smoother, more stable blood sugar curve instead of sudden spikes. But that's not all. Coffee also contains magnesium, a mineral that is absolutely essential for healthy insulin function. And here's something most people don't know. Diabetics often have low magnesium levels, which can worsen insulin resistance. So getting more of this mineral can help your body use insulin more effectively. In fact, studies show that people who drink 3 to 4 cups of black coffee a day have a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It's believed that compounds like quinides and trigonelline in coffee help enhance insulin function and slow down the absorption of glucose after meals. And then there's your metabolism. Coffee has a mild thermogenic effect. This means it boosts the rate at which your body burns calories, which supports weight management, a crucial part of blood sugar control. When you maintain a healthy weight, your insulin becomes more efficient and your risk of diabetic complications drops significantly. Plus, coffee promotes healthy gut bacteria. And yes, your gut microbiome plays a huge role in insulin sensitivity. A healthier gut equals better blood sugar regulation. Now, before you start pouring that 4th cup, let's talk about balance. Too much caffeine, especially on an empty stomach, can raise cortisol levels. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and when it spikes, your blood sugar can spike too. Some people may also experience jitteriness, increased heart rate, or even digestive upset if they go overboard. That's why I always tell my patients, moderation is key. If you're sensitive to caffeine or you're noticing side effects, try decaf coffee. It still has many of the same beneficial polyphenols and antioxidants without the stimulating effects. And remember, timing matters. Drinking black coffee after a meal rather than on an empty stomach can prevent those cortisol-triggered spikes in blood sugar. Another tip? Try adding a pinch of cinnamon. Cinnamon helps lower blood sugar and adds flavor without calories. It's a small change that adds a big benefit. Also, be mindful of acidity. Coffee can erode enamel and irritate the stomach lining for some people. I recommend using a straw if possible and rinsing your mouth afterwards. Cold brew coffee is also less acidic and gentler on the stomach. Lastly, light roast coffee contains more chlorogenic acid than dark roast. So if your goal is better glucose control, a lighter roast might be the smarter choice. With just a few mindful tweaks, black coffee can be one of the most powerful drinks in your morning routine, boosting energy, supporting weight loss, and helping you manage your blood sugar more effectively. Now that we've energized our body, let's move to something that gently nourishes from the inside out. 3. Chia seed water. Now, let's slow things down a little and turn to one of the most gentle yet deeply effective drinks for blood sugar regulation, chia seed water. I often tell my patients that chia seeds are like tiny nutritional powerhouses. When soaked in water, they form a gel-like consistency that offers both physical and metabolic benefits, especially for those living with diabetes. So what makes chia seeds so special? First, fiber. Just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds contain around 10 grams of fiber, and most of that is soluble. This kind of fiber slows digestion and helps your body absorb sugar more gradually. It's like a natural buffer, softening the impact of carbohydrates on your bloodstream. By forming a gel in your stomach, chia seeds slow down how quickly food is broken down and how fast glucose is released into your system. This means fewer spikes and crashes. And that steadiness is exactly what we want when managing diabetes. Second, chia seeds are rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in how your body uses insulin. Research shows that many people with diabetes are magnesium deficient, and that replenishing magnesium can significantly improve insulin sensitivity. Chia seeds also provide calcium, which is particularly important for those with long-standing high blood sugar. Why? Because elevated glucose levels over time can weaken your bones. Ensuring your body gets enough calcium helps protect your skeletal system and lowers the risk of fractures. Then there are the omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. These healthy fats fight inflammation throughout the body, and since chronic inflammation is a key driver of insulin resistance, reducing it can make a noticeable difference in your blood sugar management. But there's more. Chia seed water can also help with appetite control. Because the seeds swell and expand in liquid, they make you feel full longer. This helps reduce mindless snacking or sugar cravings between meals. When you eat less and feel satisfied, you're more likely to maintain a healthy weight, which is a major win in diabetes care. And let's not forget hydration. Dehydration can make blood sugar control even more difficult. Drinking chia seed water not only hydrates you, but also adds valuable nutrients with every sip. Now, a few practical tips. Start small. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in a glass of water is plenty to begin with. Let it sit for at least 30 minutes to fully absorb the water and form that gel-like texture. Some people prefer to soak them overnight for even better absorption. You can add a squeeze of lemon or a few mint leaves for extra flavor and an antioxidant boost. This not only improves the taste, but also supports digestion and immune function. But don't overdo it. Because chia seeds are high in fiber, too much too fast can cause bloating or digestive discomfort, especially if your body isn't used to it. Always make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day to help the fiber move smoothly through your system. One caution: if you take blood-thinning medications or have low blood pressure, talk to your doctor first. Chia seeds have mild blood-thinning properties, and it's best to be safe if you're managing specific medical conditions. Chia seed water may not have the punch of coffee or the tang of lemon, but it delivers steady, gentle support where it matters most. For many of my patients, it's become a go-to part of their morning routine and one of the easiest ways to invest in their health daily. Now that we've hydrated and nourished the body, let's explore a drink that's a little tangier, a little more potent, and just as transformative. 4. Apple cider vinegar, ACV, water. Let's move into one of the most talked about natural remedies in the world of metabolic health, apple cider vinegar, or ACV for short. Now, I'll be honest, this drink isn't everyone's favorite in terms of taste, but what it lacks in flavor, it more than makes up for in function, especially when it comes to blood sugar control. The key active ingredient in ACV is acetic acid, and this is where the magic begins. Acetic acid has a powerful ability to increase insulin sensitivity. What does that mean in everyday terms? It means your body can use insulin more efficiently to move glucose out of the bloodstream and into the cells where it belongs. Studies have shown that consuming just 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before a meal can enhance insulin function by up to 35%. For people with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, that's a game changer. But that's not the only benefit. ACV also helps slow gastric emptying. In other words, it slows how fast your stomach sends food into the small intestine. This gives your body more time to process and absorb nutrients, and it leads to a slower, more stable release of glucose after meals. In fact, research shows that taking ACV before a high-carb meal can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by 20 to 34%. That's substantial, and this slower digestion can also make you feel fuller longer, reducing the likelihood of overeating or craving sweets soon after. There's also something I've seen over and over again in my patients. Morning blood sugar levels can be stubbornly high. This is often due to a phenomenon called the dawn effect, where your body releases hormones in the early morning that increase blood glucose. ACV can help with that too. A study found that taking 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before bed led to a 4 to 6% drop in fasting blood sugar the next morning. For some people, that small drop is the difference between feeling groggy and feeling energized. And if you're working on weight management, ACV has something to offer there as well. Acetic acid can help increase fat burning, suppress appetite, and improve satiety, meaning you're less likely to snack between meals. One study showed participants who took vinegar daily for 12 weeks experienced a 3 to 5% reduction in body fat, even without major changes to their diet. That's the ripple effect we love to see. Better weight control leads to improved insulin sensitivity, which leads to better blood sugar regulation. Now, there's even more good news. ACV also supports heart health. It has been linked to reductions in total cholesterol and triglycerides, both of which are commonly elevated in diabetics. The antioxidants in vinegar help protect blood vessels and reduce inflammation, lowering the risk of heart disease. But, as with any powerful remedy, there are some important precautions. Never drink ACV undiluted. Its high acidity can damage tooth enamel and irritate your throat or stomach lining. Always dilute 1 to 2 tablespoons in at least a full glass of water, and if possible, drink it through a straw to protect your teeth. Also, if you're just starting out, begin with half a tablespoon and gradually increase as your body adjusts. Some people may experience mild nausea or stomach upset in the beginning, especially if they drink it on an empty stomach. And if you have acid reflux, ulcers, or a sensitive stomach, I recommend speaking to your doctor before incorporating ACV regularly. But if you tolerate it well, apple cider vinegar can be one of the most powerful and natural blood sugar stabilizers you can add to your morning. Simple, affordable, and supported by science. Now that we've explored this tangy powerhouse, let's move to a soothing and time-honored beverage known for its gentle strength, one that has stood the test of time in both traditional and modern medicine. 5. Green tea. Now let's talk about one of my personal favorites, green tea. This isn't just a cozy morning drink. It's a metabolic enhancer, a natural anti-inflammatory, and a blood sugar stabilizer all in one gentle cup. For anyone managing diabetes or prediabetes, green tea can quietly transform your mornings and your health. The real star of green tea is a compound called EGG, short for epigallocatechin gallate. It's a potent antioxidant that's been shown to increase insulin sensitivity by 15 to 20%. That means your insulin works better, and glucose is transported into your cells more efficiently. Studies have also shown that drinking 2 to 3 cups of green tea per day can lead to a 10 to 15% reduction in fasting blood sugar levels. That's not only helpful in the moment, it contributes to long-term blood sugar stability, which protects your nerves, kidneys, heart, and eyes over time. One of the most impressive things about green tea is its ability to reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes. Drinking it before or with a carbohydrate-rich meal can reduce glucose levels after eating by up to 30%. This is incredibly helpful for preventing that sluggish, foggy feeling so many people experience after breakfast or lunch. But the benefits go even deeper. Green tea has a significant effect on A1C levels, which measure your average blood sugar over the past 2 to 3 months. Regular green tea drinkers have seen a 0.5 to 1.0% reduction in A1C, a major marker in long-term diabetes control. And for those focused on weight management, which is almost always part of the diabetes equation, green tea delivers. The catechins in green tea have been shown to boost fat burning by 12 to 16%, especially belly fat, which is the most closely linked to insulin resistance. Over a 12-week period, studies found that people who drank 3 to 4 cups of green tea daily lost 3 to 5% of body fat, particularly in the abdominal area. But the story doesn't end with blood sugar and weight. Green tea is also a powerful heart protector. It can reduce LDL cholesterol and triglycerides by 10 to 20%, helping reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, a major concern for anyone with diabetes. And let's not forget inflammation. Chronic inflammation fuels many diabetic complications, from neuropathy to kidney disease. But the antioxidants in green tea reduce oxidative stress markers by up to 30%, calming the system and protecting delicate tissues from damage. Now let's talk about how to use it wisely. Green tea does contain caffeine, although in smaller amounts than coffee, around 30 to 50 milligrams per cup. If you're sensitive to caffeine, monitor your intake and avoid drinking it too late in the day, as it could interfere with sleep. It also contains tannins, which can bind to iron and reduce its absorption. So if you struggle with anemia or low iron, avoid drinking green tea right after meals. Wait at least an hour instead. And like with any health-promoting drink, preparation matters. For maximum benefit, drink freshly brewed green tea without sugar or artificial sweeteners. You can enjoy it on an empty stomach in the morning, or if you're prone to stomach sensitivity, try drinking it after breakfast. A warm cup of green tea not only soothes the body, it empowers it. It improves insulin function, supports your heart, protects your cells, and helps you feel more balanced from the inside out. As we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Diabetes management isn't just about cutting out sugar or taking medications. It's about making small, consistent choices, starting from the moment you wake up. Whether you choose lemon water, black coffee, chia seed water, apple cider vinegar, or green tea, what you drink in the morning can either support your healing or set you back. My advice? Start with just one of these drinks. Give your body time to respond. Pay attention to how you feel, how steady your energy is, and how your blood sugar levels respond. Then slowly add another if it feels right. Consistency is far more powerful than perfection. And always remember, you are not powerless in your health journey. Even one cup, one change, one conscious decision can ripple into days, weeks, and years of better health. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which drink surprised you the most. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video that could transform your health for the better. Stay informed, stay empowered, and I'll see you in the next video.